A backyard can often feel like a blank drawing pad waiting for your creativity. Here find unique backyard landscaping ideas that everyone's obsessing over right now. Have you eyed your patch of grass and wondered how it could be both relaxing and fun? A few smart changes might transform your space, no matter the size. Simple choices, like adding a fire pit or planting cheerful flowers, invite joy outdoors. Picture family evenings spent under twinkle lights or lazy weekends by a homegrown herb garden. Let's roll up our sleeves and turn that backyard into somewhere you'll actually want to hang out. Nothing says welcome like a winding stone path that guides you through thriving flower beds. Unlike straight walkways, curves slow your pace and invite you to enjoy nature's details, each step a new perspective. Plus, curves fit awkward yards more easily than rigid lines. Have you ever tried this in your space? Curved pathways do require careful planning. Edges may need frequent weeding, and irregular shapes mean more tricky stone cuts. But the payoff? Pure storybook charm and maximum curb appeal. Combine low-growing perennials and taller grasses for a dramatic border. Your feet and eyes won't want to leave. Try gathering friends around a simple fire pit. Wooden benches form an inviting circle, and suddenly conversation flows. On a chilly evening, the crackle of logs and warm, rustic seating set the scene for stories and laughter. It's an easy improvement, but even budget setups can boost outdoor comfort. However, consider safety and upkeep. Keep fire pits away from dry brush and overhanging trees. Untreated wood weathers quickly. A quick sealant helps extend lifespan. If you hate the smell of smoke, explore smokeless options. Every backyard has its quirks, but a well-placed fire pit makes almost any outdoor space feel alive. Sloped backyards can cause many headaches, but tiered raised garden beds turn that challenge into a chance for beauty and better drainage. Instead of battling erosion, you create sections for herbs, veggies, or flowers. Imagine enjoying tomatoes up top and strawberries trickling down, practical and striking. Some worry about construction effort or cost. True, building multiple beds needs a plan and some elbow grease, but by using sturdy, recycled timber or modular kits, you can skip overspending. Invite friends for a garden build day, then reward everyone with fresh food grown right outside your door. Picture a stone walkway winding beneath tall, mature trees, softly highlighted by lanterns. This simple setup creates a peaceful, inviting path for evening strolls. The lantern glow adds character and makes your outdoor space safer at night. Choosing solar or LED lanterns keeps costs low and maintenance hassle-free. However, fallen leaves and branches can pile up. Regular upkeep is a must. Flat stones may also shift over time, requiring the occasional nudge back into place. Still, the charm and subtle magic this setting brings to a backyard far outweigh a little routine care. Think clean lines and sharp contrasts. A modern turf lawn, framed by bold bands of black gravel, looks crisp and low maintenance. Artificial grass saves water and time, no more weekend mowing marathons. Black gravel isn't just for show. It prevents weeds, drains fast, and doesn't turn muddy after rain. Of course, there's a catch. Turf can get hot in strong sun, and gravel may sneak into the lawn. Still, the overall effect is simple, stylish, and practical. For anyone craving a fuss-free, contemporary backyard, this combo turns a small space into something that's easy on the eyes and the hose. Imagine evenings spent on a cozy patio beneath a pergola, string lights glowing overhead like fireflies. This setup creates a warm atmosphere without breaking the bank. Even modest backyards can feel special. Outdoor rugs and weatherproof furniture add comfort. But keep bulbs weather safe. Rain and wind aren't fans of exposed wires. Thinking about maintenance? Pergolas do need occasional staining or sealing, especially in wet climates. However, their shade extends your outdoor season. String lights bring a soft glow, perfect for small gatherings. Want more drama? Use Edison bulbs for vintage charm. Your neighbors might even get a little jealous. Sloped backyards might seem difficult, but stacked timber retaining walls quickly bring order and visual appeal. They're wallet-friendly, look warm, and help anchor soil. Imagine transforming a scruffy incline into neat terraces ready for garden beds or play zones. Flat areas allow you to actually use the space. Maintenance is important with timber. You'll want to watch for rot and inspect hardware now and then. But many homeowners find that the instant charm and planting options outweigh the occasional fix-up. Add climbing plants or seating nooks. Suddenly, that awkward slope becomes practical and inviting. Nobody likes grilling with one foot in a hole and the other on a molehill. A flat patio with stable pavers means smooth movement, safe cooking, and fewer dropped burgers. It's easy to sweep, resists mud, and gives outdoor furniture a cozy home base, perfect for making memories and sizzling steaks. Installation gets tricky if your backyard slopes or drains poorly. Think ahead. Add a slight grade for water runoff, or consult a pro for drainage tips. Pavers come in multiple sizes, so there's no excuse for a boring gray slab. Invest in quality materials now, save on repairs later. Imagine a cozy film night under the stars, all from your backyard. Synthetic turf transforms bumpy ground into a soft seating zone. No more muddy shoes or itchy grass. Toss down blankets or beanbags, roll out a projector, and you're all set. Neighbors might even want to bring popcorn. Still, turf can heat up during summer days and may need cleaning if you have pets. Choose quality turf with built-in drainage to sidestep puddles after rain. Outdoor lighting boosts the ambiance, while stepping stones guide guests without dirtying the setup. Why should the living room have all the fun? Imagine a tranquil garden pond hugged by irregular stepping stones. This simple choice brings life and soothing sound to your space. Fish or water lilies add another layer of joy. Maintenance isn't child's play, though. Algae and wayward leaves require regular attention. Still, the reward is worth the effort. Practicality matters. Choose flat, non-slippery stones for safety. Leave small gaps for moss or creeping thyme. These touches soften the edges, making the area feel organic rather than staged. A garden pond isn't just for looks. It becomes a gathering spot for birds, butterflies, and even curious neighbors. Imagine sinking into a hammock, sunlight filtering gently through leafy branches. Tall trees provide natural shade, cooling the area and softening harsh midday rays. A few solar-powered lights strung overhead can create cozy ambience as the sun sets. This nook encourages you to pause, listen to birds, and rest without guilt. While a hammock nook feels like your personal sanctuary, be mindful. Not all yards have mature trees or space. Consider planting quick-growing species or installing sturdy posts if you're missing shade. Add side tables or ground cushions for drinks and books, simple touches that make lingering outside much more appealing. Bricks add structure and charm, creating neat borders around flower beds. You get visual clarity and easy mowing edges. These defined lines invite order, no mystery about where the lawn ends or the flowers begin. Tidy, right? But weed control is a must, as sneaky grass still tries to cross the line. Manicured grass lanes give your yard a polished look. They serve as natural walkways, guiding guests to admire blooms up close. It feels a bit like having your own botanical garden. Just remember, though, these grass strips need regular mowing. Skipping care will turn polished into patchy quicker than you'd expect. Paths made from pavers with pebble accents add both structure and texture to your backyard. These materials are durable, stand up to heavy foot traffic, and look sharp year-round. Spotlighting tucked among the stones isn't just practical, it also lends a soft glow, making evening strolls both safe and welcoming. Thinking about maintenance? Sweep pebbles back onto the path when they wander. Replace cracked pavers if needed. Ground lights need occasional bulb changes, but the curb appeal? Hard to top. Even the neighbors can't help but peer over the fence and ask, "Where did you get that idea?" Imagine a wooden fence bursting with life. Hang bright fabric pockets, each filled with petunias, mint, or strawberries. Kids will love picking snacks straight from the fence, and neighbors may even stop to chat. It's an affordable project, handy for renters, but watering regularly is a must. Gardens don't need acres. A simple fence transforms with cleverly placed vertical planters, creating privacy and visual interest. If you crave low maintenance, select drought-resistant plants. Be warned, overloading could stress your fence's strength. Start lightly, watch your fence, and let those colors work their magic. Imagine gathering friends around a raised stone fire pit, the flicker lighting up laughter and marshmallow battles. Semicircular seating defines the space, nudging conversation along naturally. Stone radiates heat better than metal, practical in chillier climates. Maintenance is easy, but be ready for the upfront cost and some heavy lifting during installation. Want year-round value? Cushions with weather-resistant fabric stretch comfort through all seasons. Add side tables for snacks, or even a potted rosemary bush for scent and garnish. Just keep a fire extinguisher close and watch for local burn regulations. Safety first, even when the mood's cozy. Mulch pathways are more than just practical. They add texture and warmth to any yard for a fraction of the cost of stone or brick. A few bags of hardwood mulch, a shovel, and some landscape fabric can create attractive, functional walkways that guide feet and spare your grass from heavy traffic. Planting borders beside these paths brings color and charm. Choose hardy perennials like lavender or daffodils for low maintenance and seasonal variation. Thrift shops often offer used edging stones or bricks for extra definition. Maintenance is needed. Mulch will decompose and thin, but replacing it annually still beats replacing concrete. White rock and black gravel strips instantly catch the eye. They create strong contrast and define spaces. Want a boundary between your garden beds and lawn? This approach works well. The look feels crisp and neat. Maintenance is simple. A quick rake and occasional weeding keep the strip tidy and sharp. Mixing these materials isn't just about style. White rock reflects light, while black gravel absorbs warmth. That means certain plants may thrive or wilt near them. Always consider plant placement. Is it all good? Honestly, too much contrast can distract if your yard is small. Balance is key. A cozy backyard oasis relies on small touches. Think soft uplighting that gently highlights blooms and pathways. Solar-powered lights make this easy and affordable. Even if your space is modest, focusing on lighting helps stretch evenings outdoors and creates serious relaxation vibes. Why not turn your garden into a peaceful escape tonight? Flower choice matters. Opt for night-blooming varieties such as moonflowers or evening primrose, which show off in low light. Hydrangeas bounce light beautifully and require little fuss. While lighting and flowers elevate mood, overdoing either clutters and distracts. Aim for simplicity. Your backyard should feel like home, not a showroom. Imagine inviting friends over to eat under a pergola with string lights creating a soft, welcoming glow. Guests linger longer when comfort meets atmosphere. This setup turns simple dinners into memorable events. Even basic wooden pergolas and affordable string lights can make your yard feel like an outdoor bistro. However, string lights require some upkeep and can tangle or burn out. Weather also plays a part. Strong wind or heavy rain can damage lights and wooden structures. Choose durable materials and check your lights occasionally. Dinner outside can be both charming and durable with a small bit of care. Consider a floating stone paver path for a modern, tidy look. The stones seem to hover over the green lawn, giving your backyard a fresh vibe. Kids may use it as a hopscotch course, and adults appreciate the smooth walk. Choose pavers with gaps for rainwater to reach the soil. However, installation demands precision. Uneven spacing causes tripping, while poor placement leads to weeds peeking out. Regular mowing around stones takes extra effort. Still, the striking visual payoff and improved foot traffic make it a worthwhile project for most homeowners. Tucked among green bushes, a water fountain becomes more than decor. It's the beating heart of your yard. The sound of trickling water calms nerves and masks everyday noise. Birds visit more often, and suddenly your afternoon coffee feels like a retreat. Leaf litter cleanup becomes easier, but occasional pump maintenance is a must. Picture friends gathered nearby. Chatter mixes with the gentle splash. Even on hot days, the air feels cooler near the fountain. With minimal plumbing required, installing one isn't rocket science. Pick native shrubs for less effort and lower water use. Your backyard becomes a quiet oasis without breaking the bank. Rustic split log benches bring old-time charm right into your backyard. These benches blend perfectly with a campfire ring, offering guests a simple but appealing place to settle in. Looking for comfortable seating with little fuss? Split logs are easy to make, budget-friendly, and sturdy enough for years of use. However, don't expect flawless comfort. Logs aren't exactly cushiony. Add waterproof cushions or thick blankets for longer stays by the fire. Still, there's something genuine about a crackling campfire and rough-hewn benches that today's plastic chairs just can't capture. Is there really any better spot for ghost stories and roasted marshmallows? Think about turning a tricky slope into a highlight with a deck and solid wooden seating. A well-built deck levels the ground, making outdoor gatherings safer. Wooden benches invite conversation. Imagine less mowing and fewer awkward angles when moving furniture. Plus, decks offer a defined spot for evening relaxation. Still, drainage deserves attention. Some homeowners find wood maintenance frustrating or costly over time. Expect sanding, sealing, and cleaning. Yet, many agree the payoff is noticeable: a structured, usable space with charm. If you desire versatility and function where grass struggles, this idea packs quite a punch. Many homeowners crave character without fuss. Large, flat stones pressed into a moss-filled lawn create paths that feel like stepping through a fairy tale. These stones reduce muddy footprints, while moss softens harsh lines. Maintenance? Minimal. Moss requires little mowing or watering, and stones resist weeds naturally. Some say moss struggles in lots of sun. That's true, partial shade suits it best. Check soil moisture and sunlight before planting. Want quick results? Opt for pre-grown moss sheets. It's almost cheating. Invite friends to take off their shoes. Walking barefoot here is heaven. Imagine gathering on a crisp evening, enveloped by friends around a cozy fire pit. Circular stone paving keeps the area tidy and adds visual appeal. It's practical too, no muddy shoes or grass stains. This setup encourages conversation and works well for small or large groups. Maintenance is surprisingly simple. However, installing circular stone paving demands careful planning. If not set properly, uneven stones can trip unsuspecting guests. Also, costs can add up quickly with quality stonework and professional help. Still, the comfort, warmth, and striking look often make the investment worthwhile. Isn't relaxing by the fire what backyards are for? Lush flower beds lined with rustic timber borders offer a warm, inviting touch to any yard. Wood frames keep soil contained, prevent grass encroachment, and frame your blooms beautifully. Try cedar or reclaimed wood for variety. Just treat them to hold up against the elements and insects. Rustic timber edges aren't flawless. Untreated wood will break down over a few years. Still, there's a certain charm in watching nature slowly reclaim timber edges. If you value low maintenance, consider pressure-treated lumber or composite materials. Though purists might argue, nothing beats the look of real aged wood. White pebbles and bamboo instantly set a peaceful tone in any backyard. A small space is all you need for a touch of zen. This combo requires less maintenance than a typical flower bed, no weekly watering or fret over brown leaves. Have you ever noticed how even raking the pebbles feels soothing? Integrating a stone bench or simple lantern can up the ambiance without breaking the bank. Of course, bamboo can spread aggressively, so keep it in containers. The look is sleek, uncluttered, and rings true for anyone craving calm. Sometimes the simplest corners become the favorite spots. Your backyard doesn't need a magic wand to impress. A well-placed bench, strategic lighting, or even raised beds can breathe new energy into your outdoor space. Think of your yard as a blank canvas waiting for your personal stamp. Try planting herbs along pathways or adding a splash of color with low-maintenance flowers. You don't need a green thumb, just a pinch of creativity and a willingness to try. Ready to roll up your sleeves and give your backyard a fresh look?